guys, welcome back to Vinceville Custom. So today I'm sharing with you a Arkham Knight's Harley Quinn resin kit statue that I just finished putting together. It's a really great statue. It was sculpted, really well done. It was fairly easy too. I mean, you pulled it out of the box, cleaned up some spots here and there, and other than that, just pretty much put it together and painted it up. I did have to do a few things here and there to sort of kind of like tweak the look of it, but other than that, it worked out fine. I do like this outfit. It's not that I don't. This kind of, I guess you could say, it's my least favorite outfit of the Arkham Knight's Harley Quinns. I think my favorite, and I think most you see it all the time, is the one with the corset and the spandex pants. The skirt version I'm not really into too much, but I mean it does work for her though. I mean she is, you know, a character that you could pretty much dress her up in anything and it works. So it's a really straightforward kit. You know, we had the boots were separate pieces, the legs were separate, the skirt was separate, the torso up there separate, the arms magnetized in, the hands magnetized in, the bat is actually loose, you can pop it in and out. She does pop in and out of the base. I had a little trouble getting this foot lined up and stuff. Sometimes if you don't put it in correctly, it doesn't look lined up, but other than that, it worked out pretty well. Now, there is a couple series of these kits. There is a Batgirl for her as well, so they kind of sculpted the base sort of the similar. So I kind of matched up this character with the base. I'll put a picture up on the screen of, or at the end of the video, both of them together so you can kind of see what they look like. But for right now, it worked out pretty well. So a few of the hard things on her was pretty much like attaching everything together. It's pretty much the legs getting into these boots and then also getting all this other part because I wanted to make her one solid piece. If you tried to put a magnet in here to hold everything together, you wouldn't really work too well. You would really risk her popping out because of the angle. And one of the other parts is the way the hair works. It actually clips in the inside of the collar and stuff, so you have to sort of put the head on a certain way to get in there. But other than that, I kind of did my own little take on it. I looked at the, you know, Prime 1 paint up of their version of Harley Quinn. I also looked at the video games. So I kind of did my own little twist on it and kind of made it work for a little bit. So we're kind of getting a little bit closer. But before that though, there is one thing we did. We did a little custom work on this, something very simple, a little bit different. So if you go online, you can pretty much find like wooden gavels. So we found a wooden gavel that actually worked out. And what I did is I did some paint work on it to make it look like it's all worn. I chopped off the top and I sanded this down a little bit. So now she's got a mallet here as a change-up piece. So it fits in there pretty well. And she's got something a little bit different. Even though this bat is part of the game, you know, we just tried something a little bit different. So it's just a change piece. Makes it a little bit easier. So, you know, stuff like that, you could just go online and you can find something that works and you can tweak stuff and it makes everything the world difference. I mean, if you wanted to, you can even just leave the bat on the base and she's got a whole bunch of weapons. That's the cool thing about Harley. You can make up anything for her, really. Anything at all. I mean, if you really wanted to, you can, you know, you can make a spiked wooden bat. You can give her all kinds of different weapons. Even though I know the game has a specific item and a look, it's Harley Quinn. You can do whatever you want. I mean, if you wanted to, you could paint her up in traditional colors and do a whole different outfit too if you want. That's the fun thing about painting up kits. If you love Harley Quinn and say you like, oh, I love this statue, I want to buy 3 different kits and paint them up, you know, you could paint her up the traditional colors. You could give her the old red and black look too and take out the blue look. And you can do all kinds of different things. But for this one, it worked out pretty well. So we'll get a little bit closer. I'll kind of show you some of the things that I did on her to sort of change things up. So I know her blue on her outfit is kind of like it's kind of like a shiny blue, but in the game it's almost like closer to a black. So I kind of just gave it more of a blue pearlized look to it a little bit more, just to make it pop a little bit. And the red is kind of the same thing. But what I really wanted to do is make it look like it's a spandex rather than like a metallic or anything like that. So what I did is after I kind of put it on, I cleaned it up and I did a satin look on it so you get more of a look. Now there wasn't a line here for splitting the 2 colors. That's the one thing they didn't do on the kit. So I actually had to kind of like sit there and split up the line for each one. So I had to kind of go that route. So I don't know if you can see it in the camera too well. So this has sort of like a bluish black of the skirt with the white has a little bit of grays and some little bit highlights of iridescent blue and stuff. If you see any little dust on there, it's just static electricity trying to, keep the statues clean, but just one of those days where static is just kind of getting dust everywhere on the item. So I tried to break up a lot of different colors. So the red in here is like, reddish leather straps with the, pearlized red in there. Now, one of the other things about her is there really wasn't any kind of definition up here for the white of the, the shirt with this hoop. So what I decided to do is put the white in there across the middle of each little metal ring, just to kind of make it work. Because I think the original outfit, it actually sort of like kind of comes down. It's different when you look in the game and also like at some other production statues. So that's kind of what I came up with that. Now as far as the face goes, I just gave her a nice white face with some eyeshadow, worked out the teeth and mouth a bit. Hair is a little bit tricky to put together because it comes in a few different pieces. So you have this piece here, two pieces in the back click onto the head, and then you have these two pieces that glue into that. So it is a lot of pieces to the head, but once you get it all together, it works out pretty well. Now, as far as her corset goes, it might be a little hard to see. It's actually like a bluish rubber look to it. I try to break it up. Instead of doing like the same color as this here, I try to break it up a little bit more, just so a lot of things are different. Now for her straps, instead of going like, I looked at the Prime 1 paint up, and I also looked at the game. They're a little bit more black with a little bit of grayish wornness to it, so it makes it look like they're like black straps. For this one, I did actually more like a leather strap. So I decided to sort of like do a nice, black straps. And then what I did is I used a sponge. And I went in there with the sponge, and I kind of gave it like brownish like sponge marks all over it to make it look like worn leather. And instead of bright red parts around the end of the straps, I gave it like a mahogany red, like a dark red. So it makes it look like more of like a, a leather straps going around here, just to kind of break it up and try something different. Because I figured that would kind of be in tune a little bit more with the boots. So you can see the boots got like a lot of browns in there and a lot of textures and stuff. So that's kind of what I went with that. Just to kind of break it up. Same thing with this boot. Now, like I thought in the beginning, okay, so this black boot has a lot of like grays and stuff in there to make it look like a worn black leather boots and stuff. That's what I thought I was going to do with the straps, but then I decided like brown, just to really break up all her colors. Even though everything, you say, okay, this is red, this is kind of a bluish black, a bluish, and then like, brownish. I just wanted to break up things more. And then as far as the base, like I said, it kind of follows in line with the Batwoman base. What we'll do is, like I said, we'll have a picture up of her at the end of the video, so you can kind of see side by side. But I had to try to match up this base as much as I could to that base. So that was a little tricky. Now, it'll probably be hard to see in my camera only because of the angle. For her tiles on top of the base, it's kind of like greenish tiles. You probably saw it better in the pics that I sent. So this is like a darker green with a little bit of a lighter green, but it's definitely something that's not overpowering her, but it's still something different. It's probably just a bad camera angle and the lighting system in here. But other than that, that is Harley Quinn. I had a lot of fun with this. It was really great. Like I say, I always have fun painting up Harley Quinns. She is such a fun character. And this statue was really great to work on. It was a little bit challenging to try to get into all this detail and really work out stuff. But once you get past it all, it works out pretty well. So there you go. That is the Harley Quinn Arkham Knight. Like I said, if you want to check out that kit review, maybe there's some more information there. I'm not really sure if it's available anymore. If it is, let me know. Maybe I could contact the person and see if there is any more. But other than that, there you go. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with some more videos.